too hard.
Welcome to Pure Power Wrestling PowerSlam. My name is Kevin Farrell. In tonight's main event, we will have the PPW Heavyweight Championship on the line as Kyle Sebastian defend one-on-one against the Irishman. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste a moment. Let's get to the action.
California, the current champion, Cougar Meat,
And making his way to the ring, the PPW Heavyweight Champion, Cougar Meat, Kyle Sebastian. You hear a little bit of a mixed reaction from these fans here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Sebastian has done nothing in well over a year to gain, any love or respect from these PPW fans. But the fact is, it seems like his antics and his entertainment is almost starting to grow on them.
You're looking at the best Pure Power Wrestling has. Look it between my legs. I've got gold, baby.
Well, I mean, frankly, I'm not sure this is fit for television. Sebastian calling himself the best PPW has. And I mean, the gold, the absolute disrespect for the PPW Heavyweight Championship hanging, dangling between his legs. Folks, it's disgusting. I'm sorry. I mean, this is what you get when you have Cougar Meat as the PPW Heavyweight Champion. And I mean, don't let the antics fool you. Don't let this side of Cougar Meat, Kyle Sebastian, fool you. The fact is, he is one of the most talented professional wrestlers ever to step into a PPW ring. He is ready to go here tonight. As much fun as he may be having, he is going to be all business the moment that bell rings against the Irishman.
and his opponent, weighing at 287 pounds, coming from Shannon, Ireland, the Irishman.
And here he comes, 287 pounds from Shannon, Ireland, one of the most beloved stars on the PPW roster, the Irishman. Here he comes. You see that belt around his waist, ladies and gentlemen. The Monster Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Is the Irishman going to leave here with two belts around his waist this evening? And I mean, an absolute fan favorite, perhaps the most beloved star on the PPW roster. These fans, I mean, they love to cheer for the Irishman. They want to see the Irishman tonight walk out with the PPW Heavyweight Championship around his waist. Now, Irishman taking his time getting into the ring here, assessing Kyle Sebastian, perhaps trying to put a little bit of a game plan together here, maybe get into the head of the PPW Heavyweight Champion. I mean, he is looking to walk out with that belt. He is 100% serious, 100% business, and ready to get it on in this match. You see PPW official Zachary Rhodes holding up the Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, showing all these fans in attendance exactly what this match is about. I mean, the Irishman calling to these fans, calling his shot kind of like Babe Ruth here. I mean, calling for a new champion. As they meet dead center of the ring, head to head, eyeball to eyeball, nose to nose. Well, at Kyle Sebastian, I mean, this isn't a strip club, ladies and gentlemen. Sebastian, utter disrespect, whipping those trunks into the face of the Irishman. We've seen this countless times, trying to get into the head of his opponent. And, well, the Irishman here, he's going to have none of that. Wiping his butt with Kyle Sebastian's trunks. Zachary Rhodes all business here, checking the Irishman, going to get this match underway. And Zachary Rhodes calls for the bell. We are officially underway in our feature contest this evening. Kyle Sebastian sticking into his corner here, a little slow to get things started. Once again, I mean, mind games here, trying to get into the head of the Irishman, trying to show the Irishman that he is not concerned here tonight. He is not taking this challenge seriously. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, he is all business. He is ready for a fight. Collar and elbow tie-up, center of the ring. Irishman, the larger opponent, much stronger opponent, driving Kyle Sebastian into the corner with ease. Sebastian fighting his way up to the middle rope. And I mean, Irishman breaking here, fair. He has a 5 count to break. Break on 4, disqualified on 5, and a little bit of Kyle Sebastian's own medicine here. Sebastian not impressed, sitting down. It looks like his eyes are burning. It looks like they may hurt. Once again, circling in another collar and elbow tie-up, center of the ring, and once again, the much bigger opponent, the Irishman, driving Sebastian into the corner in a Beal, corner to corner, showing off his power here against Kyle Sebastian. Sebastian may have to come up with plan B. Sebastian, I think he may be reevaluating his strategy, looking for another collar and elbow tie, but just as I thought, going behind, using his speed to his advantage. Irishman, though, excellent technical wrestler with a go behind of his own. Sebastian now fighting here, fighting for a reversal. Irishman, though, just maybe too strong for that reversal. I spoke too soon. Sebastian with a drop toe hold, and now into a side headlock on the Irishman. And using those ropes for leverage, caught by referee Zachary Rhodes. Irishman now, he's got to fight back. That is a very tight side headlock. Irishman rolls him up. A little bit of a slow count here from Zachary Rhodes. But there we go with a front face lock from Kyle Sebastian right back on top. And there we see a forearm right across the back. And a shot to the gut of the Irishman. Sebastian looks for the Irish whip. Reversal by the Irishman. Sebastian hard into the corner, but the Irishman runs right face first into a boot. He is down. It has been all Kyle Sebastian in the early going of this match. After a very brief display of power by the Irishman, Kyle Sebastian has taken over and he has been firmly in charge as the Irishman tries to fight back, doing his best, getting Kyle Sebastian in the corner. Thunderous chop. Sebastian begging off. Irishman is going to have none of it. Back on top in this match, mounting some offense with another chop. Irishman with the whip, and drops him with a double chop. Kyle Sebastian down. You see the look on his face, racked with pain. Irishman picks him up in a forearm of his own, right across the shoulder blades. And scoops Kyle Sebastian with ease for the body slam. Sebastian down, tries to fight back, but scooped up once again with a second body slam, and re-evaluating that strategy, rolling out to the floor for a little bit of a breather. Irishman, though, I mean, he's going to follow him. He is not going to allow him to get his win back. Very sound strategy here by the Irishman. He cannot win the belt with Sebastian on the outside. Champion's advantage, ladies and gentlemen. The Irishman has to win by pinfall or submission as he nails a huge European uppercut. As I said, he must win by pinfall or submission in order to become PPW Heavyweight Champion. Here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, another big forearm across the shoulder blades as he wisely breaks the referee's 10 count, allowing Kyle Sebastian just enough of a breather to get on top and slam him with that huge chop. And, I mean, looking for the head off the steps. Irishman reversing, blocking here. Some shots to Kyle Sebastian, and Sebastian, our champion's head, off the steel ring steps. And Irishman building a head of steam, looking to take Sebastian out, only to be hit with a drop toe hold, face first into those ring steps. Ladies and gentlemen, those ring steps are heavy, and the Irishman moved them several feet across the ground with his face. Irishman is down on the outside, and it seems like Sebastian would be happy. Well, I thought Sebastian might be happy just to accept a count-out victory here. It appears, I mean, he may have, he may want more than that. He may want to beat the Irishman, and there's a shot right to the head. Close-fisted punches here. Zachary Rhodes had, I mean, he better warn Kyle Sebastian to open up those fists. Sebastian rolling the Irishman back into the ring. I mean, I've got to question the strategy here. He could have successfully defended the belt by a count out with a running boot right to the side of the head. I mean, Irishman could be out. Maybe I was wrong to question the strategy of Kyle Sebastian here. Irishman could be unconscious in the center of the ring. A full head of steam, a running boot, a soccer kick right to the head. Sebastian making the cover. It could be over here, folks. Only a 2 count, though. Not as much weight across the upper body of the Irishman as you'd like to see it from a pinfall here. Off the ropes, and Sebastian drops a beautiful elbow. The point of the elbow right to the heart of the Irishman. Off the ropes again, and this time drops a knee right across the face. Across the bridge of the nose of the Irishman. Irishman up, and Kyle Sebastian here locks him into a rear chin lock. And ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a very brief commercial break. What a match we have seen so far, ladies and gentlemen. Can the Irishman walk out with a Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Championship? That's the question, but first I'd like to take a moment to thank some of the sponsors that help make PPW shows possible, starting, of course, as always, with the Flamin Group of Companies. RPH Irrigation Services Limited. The Smokehouse Barbecue and Bar, official after-party location of PPW. Party Central Party Supplies. Pizza Hut. Logic Lumber. Adventure Boot Camp. Sam's Donairs and Hamburgers. New Light Electric. And of course, King of Trade, where you can get your tickets as PPW returns Saturday, October 21st with the Nightmare Before Halloween. As you see, Kyle Sebastian with that rear chin lock, still locked in on the Irishman, looking for possibly a submission, possibly just to wear the Irishman down. That is a lot of weight across the shoulders of the Irishman. Irishman, he's looking to fight back here, slowly but surely, getting this crowd rallied behind him, trying to get his second wind here. Loud chants for the Irishman here. Irishman back to his feet. Slowly but surely back to his feet here. Elbow right to the gut of Kyle Sebastian. Sebastian transitioning to a front face lock here. Irishman with a reversal, hard Irish whip into the corner. Looks for the splash, but Kyle Sebastian gets out of the way. Nobody home, no water in the pool for the Irishman as he crashes into those turnbuckles. He is down, and Kyle Sebastian firmly back in control of this match as he drops the elbow right across the head of the Irishman. And I mean, Kyle Sebastian, you heard it from his mouth, not happening as he rakes the eyes of the Irishman with his boots. Irishman now here, draped over the middle rope. A choke from Kyle Sebastian, and another choke here. Absolute unsportsmanlike conduct here from our PPW Heavyweight Champion. Off the ropes, and there we see throat first, across the middle rope, dropping the leg across the back of the neck of the Irishman, and just taking a moment here to soak in the boos from the PPW crowd. And what a cocky cover here from Kyle Sebastian. Only a 1 count. You can't expect much more. Taking his time. 1 foot. There we go. Lateral press with a hooked leg. Much, much better cover here. Still only a 2 count. A little bit too much time for the Irishman to recover in order for Kyle Sebastian to win this match. And there we see the boot to the back and a boot to the front. A drop kick right to the chin of the Irishman. Back press here, hook of the leg. Very, very close 2 count here, ladies and gentlemen. The Irishman able to kick out at the last possible second. And another rear chin lock here from Kyle Sebastian. In tight, you see absolutely no daylight between Kyle Sebastian and the Irishman. Slowly looking to wear him down, perhaps looking for a submission. I mean, he's got the wind of the Irishman cut off here, perhaps looking for a knockout, a chokeout here. And Irishman, he's doing his best to try to fight back once again. This crowd firmly behind him. Irishman back to his feet. Point of the elbow once again to the gut of Kyle Sebastian. Sebastian with a clothesline. Irishman ducks under and drops him with a back suplex, creating some separation here. Trying to get his second win, trying to get his air back. Both men down in the center of the ring. Referee Zachary Rhodes begins his count. He is up to 3. They have till 10 to get back to their feet before this is a double count out. Both men back to their feet. Irishman in with a big splash into the corner. Kyle Sebastian is down. Irishman still on his feet. Kyle Sebastian down in the corner. And the derriere right to the face of Kyle Sebastian. And we've seen this before from the Irishman with a beautiful, beautiful crossbody block. Sebastian is down. Irishman makes the cover. Lateral press. Only a 2 count. Not enough to put the PPW Heavyweight Champion away. And I mean, well, what is this? You see in the corner of your screen here, the big, sexy beast making his way out to ringside. I mean, he is Kyle Sebastian's partner in the Adult Social Society, but he has no business in this match here tonight, allowing Sebastian to fight back. Irishman catches his kick. Sebastian back to his feet, ducks under. Looking for a suplex, but Irishman easily reverses into a suplex of his own. Going for a cover now. Only two for the Irishman here on Kyle Sebastian. Not enough to put the champion away. Still no idea what the big sexy beast is doing here at ringside. Big forearm shot, followed up by a punch here. These two men standing toe-to-toe, center of the ring, slugging it out, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the PPW Championship means to both of these men. Kyle Sebastian able to get the Irishman up for a body slam, just barely. Hooks the leg. Only 2. That is the closest 2 count I have ever seen in a pro wrestling match, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Sebastian picking the Irishman up here. Looking for a chop. Irishman ducks. Sebastian, though, still able to nail the chop. Reversible of the Irish whip. And a beautiful spine buster here to Kyle Sebastian. Both men down. This match has taken so much out of both of these men. The Irishman just barely able to make a cover, but Kyle Sebastian, one finger on the bottom rope. And I mean, you have to believe, ladies and gentlemen, there was no way that Kyle Sebastian was kicking out of this cover. just lucky enough to be a fingertips length away from the bottom rope. And the Irishman, he's calling for the finish here. He's saying it is all over as the big sexy beast is at ringside. It looks like the Irishman here, he's got him set up for a superplex, maybe looking to finish off Kyle Sebastian with a superplex. The PPW champion fighting back now. Irishman turning around right into a boot to the face. What does Kyle Sebastian have in mind? Up on the second rope here. Diving off right into the IRA from the Irishman. Both men down center of the ring. There is no way Kyle Sebastian will be kicking out of this. If the Irishman can make a cover, we will have a new Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Both men are down. Somebody has got to make a cover here. Referee Zachary Rhodes beginning his 10 count. Irishman slowly but surely drapes an arm over Kyle Sebastian. And no, the big sexy beast pulling Cougar Meat out from under the bottom rope. I mean, this robbery, ladies and gentlemen, highway robbery. And here he comes. The Tattoo Terminator, massive damage. He was screwed the exact same way by the big sexy beast, and he is not gonna see the Irishman get screwed out of this tonight. Two men brawling here on the outside. The big sexy beast, the Tattoo Terminator, brawling on the outside of the ring. And we've still got a match going on in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Big sexy beast's head off the steel ring steps. Irishman slowly back to his feet, and the title, the PPW Heavyweight Championship, off the head of the Irishman. No referee to make the cover, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Sebastian calling for the referee. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. The PPW Championship off the head of the Irishman, but too much time taken off that distraction from the big sexy beast and the Tattoo Terminator. Only a 2 count, and Kyle Sebastian does not know what he needs to do to win this match. Sebastian loads up the Irishman. If he can hit this, it is all over. Irishman with a reversal off the ropes. Looks for the IRA. Blocked. Up on the shoulders of Kyle Sebastian. And the panty dropper from Kyle Sebastian. Hooks the leg. 3. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Still your Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Cougar Meat, Kyle Sebastian. And I mean, what a war between these two men. Still your Pure Power Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Kyle Sebastian. But you can't count out the man that is down in the ring, the Irishman. I mean, for all intents and purposes, should have had this match won off of that IRA. If not for the big sexy beast. I mean, absolute pandemonium at the end of this match, ladies and gentlemen. Interference from the big sexy beast. An appearance by the Tattooed Terminator, massive damage. But Kyle Sebastian, end of the night, still your Pure Power Wrestling Champion.
That's why I'm #1, baby.
I mean, right from the mouth of Cougar Meat himself, that is why I'm #1. And I mean, these fans, an ovation for the Irishman, still down in the center of the ring. Slowly but surely trying to make his way to his feet. I mean, absolute, I mean, it can't be nothing but heartbreak here for the Irishman, slowly making his way back to his feet. You know, he had the PPW Heavyweight Championship between his fingertips. I mean, should almost be PPW Heavyweight Champion. But if not for the interference of the big sexy beast, here is your PPW champion. Unfortunately, I mean, nothing that can be done now. The big sexy beast sticking his nose where it doesn't belong, and you have to believe that the Irishman will not take this interference lying down. Absolute heartbreak as he slowly makes his way out of the ring here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, the Irishman, he is going to be looking for revenge over the big sexy beast. And perhaps that revenge will come October 21st as PPW returns to the Fritzick Memorial Center. For Pure Power Wrestling, my name is Kevin Farrell. Thank you for joining us, and tune in next week.